Hi, everybody. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what your week is looking like and what your assignments you'll be working with this week. Um, Here we are, week two. Pretty typical week where we've got folder one, folder two, both due on that first due date, which is Thursday night, and then for folder three, which is due the second due date, the Saturday night. And so let's take a look at what you've got for this week. And so starting off in folder one, with your textbook right there. And I really do recommend you go through everything there on that interactive textbook. Go through the examples, watch the videos. It's really great. Once you get done with that, you'll have your reading quiz just based off of what you went over in the textbook. And then for this week, for your group stuff, what you're doing is a discussion board, and rather than meeting with your groups and doing an assignment that way. And so a little different from what you'll normally see in groups, but just starting off in your groups this week, just introducing each other. And so let's go in here, take a look at those instructions. Pretty basic, truthfully, just a brief biography of yourself. Pictures are great. Love pictures. And then a time when you've used math in your life, in real life. And so, really, nothing too overly complicated, but make a nice post out of it. And I do recommend try and do this early in the week because you should be also replying to two classmates, and easier to get those replies in if you've posted early, everybody's posted early, and then you can work on replying a little later in the week. So that's what I recommend with your discussions. And so these are just group discussions, and so you'll find you're interacting just with your groups rather than as a whole class like we did last week with our growth mindset discussion. And so that's kind of nice, a little more intimate. I do have those groups set up now, so let me take you in there. Uh, Here's our group assignments page, and so I've listed the groups and their times. If you click on the link there, here's our group assignments, and so make sure you take a look at this in the group you're in and make sure everything's okay with the times, and um, please let me know if I do need to make some adjustments to this as we're starting out. And so you can find those groups, you can find our class list and what group everybody's in, and then this right here is going to be our facilitator list. And so we won't need a facilitator this week with our group discussion, but for the following weeks, each week you'll have a facilitator who's kind of in charge for the week. And so I've listed those assignments right here, and so you can check those out. And so again, let me know if I do need to make some adjustments. If you happen to know, oh, I'm not going to make my group meeting that week. I can't be the facilitator or whatever, you know. And so just let me know if we need to make some changes to that. But make sure you take a look at that, and so you know when your assignments are and whatever. So that's your group work for the week, is that discussion, and I'm really looking forward to reading those introductions and getting to know you guys better. Folder 2 gets you started into Excel, and so starting off with some instructions for installing it. If you don't happen to have Excel, you will need to get Excel, and you can get that for free, and it has instructions there for doing that. But you will need Excel rather than Google Sheets or the Open Office or any of the others. So make sure you do have Microsoft Excel that you can use. And so your first assignment with that is this quantitative reasoning assignment. So let's take a look at that. And so here we are. In our instructions says complete this, and you'll be submitting that Excel file as well as taking a quiz on that. And so let me open up that Excel file and kind of show you what that's looking like and what you'll need to do with that. There we go. So here is your quantitative reasoning assignment right here, and it starts you off here. Here's step one. You'll notice we've got several steps down here and then submission instructions, and so you'll kind of work through this step by step, filling in the information here in Excel. And so make sure you do click on each of those tabs and work through each of those steps and fill those in. You will reach a point where you're going to have Excel doing some calculations. Make sure if you don't know how to have Excel do those basic calculations, it has a link to that YouTube video that can help you out. So watch that if you've never worked with that before. And then again, just filling these in, and here's your instructions for submitting. And so you will save this after you've filled things in and submit that and complete that quiz. And so you'll find both of those. Here's your submission for that Excel file and then the quiz for that right here. So that's your first Excel assignment. And then folder 3 really is just your Maple TA homework, just like last week as far as your Maple TA assignment goes. And then, yeah, I know a lot of you pointed out there are a lot of times the videos in Maple TA that help you out, and those are great if you're having questions. And then also there's that How Did I Do button, which is awesome. So you can check your answers before you even submit. And I recommend that you do that. And keep in mind you do have unlimited attempts. And so if you didn't do as well as you wanted on the Maple TA assignments, you can always try again up until that assignment due date. All right, I'm excited to get started on this week. I hope you guys are too. Please let me know if you have questions. We do have our questions and conversations discussion board. You can post questions there or send me a quick email if you need to.